Hey folks, now the products I want to talk about in more detail next with the head of GardX Moto, Steve Keys, are these digital platforms that you touched on a little bit earlier, Steve, namely Spinbike and B2C. Just tell us a bit more about those and how they're going to benefit dealers.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, I'll start with Spinbike, which is a great product. Basically, we all know the market has changed and it's moved on. So remote communications are really important. Everybody expects to be able to buy a bike when it suits them and how it suits them. It doesn't matter how far away it is, but you need to get a little bit of detail on it. So Spinbike is like bringing the showroom to the customer. It's a fully immersive environment that's created online by producing, as it sounds, a 360-degree spin of the motorcycle that you're trying to sell. On that, you can add hotspots. Now, what's a hotspot? It's a great thing. You can actually add a little bit of detail around the bike, make it stand out amongst the crowd, sell those unique items that are on it. So for example, if it's got a quick shifter, take a nice close-up picture of that, add it as a hotspot on the motorcycle. As the customer's using that spin, he can just press on that hotspot, hey presto, close-up picture and some detail of that product comes up. So it's a bit like actually being there with the customer, having that sort of one-to-one conversation. It draws them in. They get more information, your bike stands out from the crowd. It's all app-based, so it's so simple to use. Nobody is going to be upset about adding that to the portfolio. Perfect product for all motorcycle dealers, app-based, easy to use, really effective, uploads direct to your website, Bike Trader if you want it to, whatever suits you. It's a great tool. You need to get it.
All right, well, let's have a look at it then. This is the Spinbike with those featured hotspots that Steve's been talking about. So there you go. I think we can all see the potential that Spinbike has to change the market, as you said, Steve. And for me, when I'm looking at that, I'm thinking this is actually the perfect time to take a product like that to market with the way things are going.
Yeah, and the good news is alongside it, we've got what we call our B2C sales platform. So where Spin is great for advertising, B2C is great for that ongoing communication with the customer. When they perhaps want a little bit more detail, and they might say to you, do you know what sort of brake system's on there? Could you send me a video showing that? B2C is that direct communication link. It enables them to produce that video, send it direct to the customer with whatever detail they've requested. And the great news is you can even request a deposit from them so they can make the sale remotely. Okay. So it really fits that marketplace.
Okay, well, before you tell us any more about B2C, let's have a look at another little short video to give us a bit more insight. So that's B2C. So Steve, go on then. Tell us a little bit more about what the customer's going to get from this, from their perspective. How's it going to work, and what do they get from the dealer?
Yeah, well, the great thing is it's basically intelligent communication. So everything is monitored. The customer knows what's being sent to them. They are in control of the whole sales process, even though it's done remotely. So it's as I said, a proper interaction between customer and dealership. You bring them into the showroom, wherever they are in the country, it's there. So it's a great tool. Yeah. Within B2C, there are different modules. So the sales, which we've spoken about, but also after sales, which is a great environment to build trust and transparency. If, for example, Matt, you're bringing your new motorcycle in for its first service, whatever it happens to be, while it's there and it's put up on the ramp, a quick video is produced, a health check. Anything that may be highlighted that actually needs doing while the bike's on the ramp, I could send you, for example, a little video saying, I found a nail in the front tyre. Would you like us to get that done? And then cost is included on the bottom of that with an acceptance button. You view it, literally highlights any problems, keeps you in control of that as the customer, and also enables the dealer to carry on with the work, wait for the decision without having to hold up anything. So it's got some great little things that can do and enhance the communication right the way through.
So it's a great way for a dealer to embrace modern technology, but also keep the old-fashioned values that they're probably established and maybe already well known for, and have that relationship with the customer.
The industry is known for old-fashioned values, and I sort of twist that round, and you're absolutely right, but it's trust. And it absolutely enhances that trust. There is no brick wall in between. The whole process is transparent. But it also enables you, if you want, to sell other products within the dealership. So crash helmets, leathers, accessories, whatever. It's a direct way of talking to the customer. If you want to introduce assured products on it, you can. And we ensure that that's done in a compliant way. You can accept those payments whichever way you want, either directly, or if you, this is the great thing, you can even give them the option for 0% finance. I mean, it gives the flexibility, and as you said, the old-fashioned values in effect are there.
The trust. Okay, so you mentioned the payment plans there, Steve. How does that work?
Yeah, what we do is we have a system in place where we partner with a number of companies that manage the payment side for us. So people like Payment Assist, Retail Merchant Services, and OpenPay will collect that money through directly then to the dealer. But we have options. They can arrange for 0% over 4 or even 12 months. So it's a great system. We don't have to get involved. Money's collected on behalf of the dealer, goes direct into your bank account. Great solution.
All right, that's cool. You mentioned clothing, accessories and helmets there, but there's more to it than that, isn't there? Here's a little video explaining a bit more.
Yeah, so as you can see, it's actually far more than it kind of gives you the feel for to start with. Think of it as a great profit catcher, okay? Later on in that sort of sales process and when the customer's on board, you can start reintroducing various add-on products that the customer may be interested in. The great thing is we produce the asset for you. So literally videos are stored on the B2C portal, which you can then share with individual customers or your whole customer base. So whatever product we have available, you can use our assets to go out to your customers, send it to them, hopefully they buy it remotely. You're just there to actually A, introduce, and B, supply. So it's a nice simple way of getting additional profits. Happy days.
Yeah. All right, you mentioned earlier DMHC. What's that?
So DMHC is Digital Motorcycle Health Check. So as I was saying earlier, it's that environment where people bring their bike in for a service, and as part of that service, you can give them all the information that they require, particularly if you're doing some big work on it, and it's expensive and you found a little issue. Whatever it is, you share that information via the tool, it goes to the customer, and instead of that phone conversation of, oh yeah, unfortunately we found this and there's a hole in that and I need to put a new head gasket on it, whatever it may be, you can show that in a transparent way and let them make that decision. They're in control of the process. That's the great news.
All right, fascinating stuff. So that's Spin Bike and B2C. Make sure you check out some of the other videos for more fantastic new products from GardX Moto.